Sir.
Thank you for having me.
Just your name again, at least for those of us, those people that are meeting you for the first time.
Adam Mouktar Mohammed, FCT FA Chairman.
Okay, a lot of things have been going on in FCT in terms of football development. We saw that for the past almost 3 weeks now, NLO has been using Area 3 ground for the football matches, and even Buhari Stadium is also doing very well. In terms of infrastructure, what really happened in terms of the team that are using these places, these football pitches? How has been the challenge of using football infrastructure?
Yeah, good question. I think the biggest challenge we have in the whole country is a lack of infrastructural facilities for football and sports in general. We need to do more. And also, like I said, I'm starting a movement to even protect sports facilities in schools and communities, because now they're being threatened. You go to other states and see government giving land for commercial shops around sports facilities, and that has been a big headache as to not having enough. And also in the FCT, the issue of the abandoned stadiums across the area councils, we've been doing our best to push the Honourable Minister to look that way. But I know it's a complicated matter because it's an abandoned project that probably involves contractors and litigations.
Yes, because this local government areas in Abuja supposed to have sporting centers. Apart from even the stadium in Buhari is not supposed where it is. The one for the FCT is supposed to be at Usman Dam, that area, that houses. What if you look at Kuje is supposed to have Amak? Yes, we have one, but how has it been that? How can your team, that's your administration, liaise with the federal government through the minister of FCT to create these facilities for a lot of talent, sporting talent, football talent in Abuja?
Yeah, we've been putting pressure, but I think the most powerful tool will come from the media for us to partner with people like you to keep pushing the narrative. And not only the FCT, but the area council chairman can even provide more land, no matter where within their area councils, so that even commercial partnerships can go on. And even the schools can even provide their facilities for commercial partnerships for people to come in and develop in secondary schools or primary schools within the area councils and city center, because those are all possibilities. So we're trying to look at those models to be highlighted so that we can have availability of infrastructure and facilities.
As funding, how are we able to deal with the challenges of funding football activities in Abuja?
We should stop treating sports as a pastime. It's a strategic economy, a contributor to GDP, and we must look at it as important, just as important as putting money in the budget for hospitals. Sports is a must. We must, and I talked about partnering with the media to push for a sports tax fund. So we take part of the education tax fund and dedicate it to sports, so that this will be dedicated to sports infrastructure, school sports, grassroots development across the whole entire country.
FCT clubs, they've been struggling. There was a time we had hope that FCT clubs will get promotion to MPFL, but EFCC, all of them, they always end up even crashing out of NNL to NLO or going back to NLO. They don't have MPFL club in FCT. When are we going to have such team?
I think they're competing against state government teams that have bigger budgets. If you really look at it, because it's zoned, the north has 2 slots, the south has 2 slots. So all the time, FCT teams are coming across state government teams that are traditional, that have bigger budgets, bigger organizations, and bigger influence. A lot of those, even as state government team chairmen, are part of strong committees, so they have a better insight as to how to navigate during the season. So, of course, these teams need more support, but the funding has been the real challenge. I think that's why we've not seen an FCT team cross over, but we have seen that development in Lagos. We've seen privately funded teams jumping into the MPFL and doing very well. And even last year we had Remo winning it. So we're going to see more of that in the coming years in the FCT as well.
Let's go to the bigger picture now. The Super Eagles, 2 days back, they had a draw, and Super Eagles is playing a good as Madagascar, Tanzania, and Guinea-Bissau. On paper, it looks so easy, but for you, what's your take on it?
There's no easy match. We've seen it. Always, all qualifications are difficult, and they're going to continue to be more difficult because football has gone to a level whereby everybody is overly prepared and they have abundant data and information to analyze the team with very good coaches, and having government support, being able to pay their top coaches makes the difference. So you see small countries like Cape Verde qualifying, and that is as a result of their planning, their preparation, their investment, and their determination.
How does it feel that next month, Super Eagles, the World Cup starts without Super Eagles?
I'm heartbroken, and this will be one of the World Cups that I will not attend. I'll watch it on TV, but like I said, let us do a deep self-cleansing and see how we can start the work now, collectively, and ensure that this never happens again.
How will Nigerian Football Federation in terms of funding now? Because you know this, one's supposed to come from the World Cup, and if you don't qualify, you don't get. Where do you think other sources that they can get money from so that they can fund football activities?
I think they have to now put in their creative caps, think deeply, and see how they can attract more sponsorship by being innovative and trying to see how sponsors will put in more money for football development. But I think what we need to do is we need to focus on the grassroots. We need to focus on infrastructure across the country so that we have a huge talent, a pool of talent that will be able to represent Nigeria in the future.
Having done so well at FCT FA here, where you are the chairman, as a digital chairman, will you be thinking of taking a step further into the Nigerian Football Federation as a board member or which other capacity?
Well, our options are always open. We'll always consider it. And if the opportunity arises to serve in any capacity, I'm open to it. But at the current situation, I'm focused on the FCT and trying to keep contributing to Nigerian football.
Let me switch over to after football now. I saw your poster. I think Governor of Jigawa State, something like that. Was this Senate for Jigawa?
Well, that was just people pushing and wanting, but my focus remains in football.
Thank you so much for speaking with Totori News.
Thank you.
Haji Mouktar Abba.
Thank you.
FCT FA Chairman. Thank you.